I can't remember the last time I was this excited about a TBR. I'm so excited that I can't even film a fun intro. Is this a fun intro? No, it's not. I also didn't have time because all three of my kids aren't in school yet. But that changes next week, which is one reason I'm so excited. But anyway, hi, my name's B, and welcome to my channel, Mama Needs to Read Romance, and start talking about my September TBR because I just can't wait another second. Hey Bear, how was your summer? Good? Mine was a little crazy. I'm really looking forward to fall. I don't know about you. What's your favorite season, by the way? Let me know in the comments. Mine is fall. I want to make an announcement right now. A probably going to happen announcement. At the end of September, I want to get together some of my booktuber gal pals, and we are going to do a just because it's fall reading sprints with friends. We're going to do some games, and of course we're going to read. It doesn't have to be fall related reading, but this is going to be our chance to chit chat about some of our favorite fall books. Stay tuned for more announcements coming soon. I actually want to do a try a chapter challenge where I try out 5 Halloween cozy mysteries and see which one is the best. I can't wait to do this video. Let's start talking TBR though, because that's what this video is about, obviously. I'm really excited. Elena Armas, who has written The Spanish Love Deception and The American Roommate Experiment, these spicy stories with guys who are kind of like the alpha mellows that Crystal talks about. They're definitely in charge. It's very, very spicy and very good. Her new book is coming out September 5th, and it's called The Long Game. I cannot wait. I've already pre-ordered the audio. Shane East is one of the narrators, and I'm just ready to eat it up. Oh, I cannot wait. Another book coming out in September that I'm super excited about. I have the ARC. I haven't read it yet. I need to get on it right now. It's called Every Wish Way by Shannon Bright. It looks so cute. This girl who is done with the dating scene summons a guy named Beckett out of thin air. He's a personal wish granter. She wishes for her own Mr. Darcy and then uses the rest of her wishes to try to win this Mr. Darcy over. But at the same time, you get the impression that maybe she's going to fall for Beckett, her wish granter. It looks like all kinds of fun, and I cannot wait to dive in. Chloe Lisa's Wilmot Sisters Book 2, Better Hate Than Never, comes out in October. So I need to get on it and read book 1 of the series, Two Wrongs Make a Right. I have fallen in love with all of Chloe Lisa's Bergman Brothers series. It's like the gold standard for how to love someone, whether we're talking family member, romantic love, friend love. This author is so good at writing how to love someone through their pain and challenges in life. It's so good. So I can't wait to try a different series by Chloe Lise and see how it compares to the Bergman Brothers series. I heard so much about Icebreaker by Hannah Grace when it came out like a year ago, and Wildfire by this author is coming out in October. I'd like to get into this series, so I'm going to try to read Icebreaker in September to prepare myself to read Wildfire if I like this author. I've heard mixed things. Has anybody read it, and what do you think? I hopped right on board the Juliette Beauville series train last year when I read Bright Like Wildfire. I really enjoyed it, although it was a little too spicy for me, I will admit, but I still love her writing. Secrets at Sunset was released recently. It's a novella set in Beauville, so I'm really excited to revisit this town and enjoy Juliette Cross's writing while maybe going, oh, it's too much again. I'll make it through. Don't worry. Do you hear all the craziness? My little squirrels are crazy after a day at school, but this is the only time I have to film. Wait until next week, folks. I'll be filming when everybody's at school. Another arc that I have that's coming out in September, I'm so excited about. It's called Ghosted. It's about a gal named Jillian. She has had a 10-year dating slump. She moves into this old apartment in New York City who meets a ghost named Daniel who happens to be super hot. And he decides that it is his job to get her back out there and dating again and finding the love of her life so that he can finally move on. However, fake dating might turn into more, but how can this relationship work with one gal who's living and one guy who is a ghost? I can't wait to see. I so enjoyed Finley Donovan is Killing It, which was a buddy read with my friend V over at the Sassy Library Fox. We decided that we're going to buddy read the entire series, and the second book is called Finley Donovan Knocks Him Dead. I cannot wait to read this with V in September. In the United States, fall and football often go together. I don't really care about football, honestly, that much, but I do love some football romance. Kristen Callahan and Soraya Wilson, both very different authors. Kristen Callahan, super spicy. Soraya Wilson, super sweet. I'm going to be reading their football books this month. I only have one book left in Kristen Callahan's football series, and it's actually book 1 of the series, The Hookup. If I like it half as much as I liked books 2 through 4, I am in for a good time. I cannot wait to read this football love story that I believe is set in college. I'm also going to be reading The Friend Zone by Soraya Wilson. She has a 2-book football series called The End of the Line, and I can't wait. When I think September, I also think apples. And why not apple farming, right? Last year, I fell in love with Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy's books, Him and Us. And now I'm ready to try out a book that Serena Bowen wrote all by herself. It's book 1 of the True North series, Bittersweet. I've heard a lot of good things about this book. It's about a hunky apple farmer and a gal who's fresh from the city. And I can't wait to try out this small town romance. I fell in love with Diana Quincy last month. I don't think I've ever even heard of her before, but Plot Trysts over on Instagram recommended one of her books and I tried it out because I was intrigued. I loved it so much. It was book 1 of the Clandestine Affairs series. So this month I'm going to be reading book 2 in the series, The Viscount Made Me Do It. My co-lead for the Protector team during the Historical Romance Readathon, Joanna, got me started on Stephanie Garber. She's a YA fantasy author, at least. I don't know, she might be more. This is still all new to me, but I was really intrigued and impressed by Once Upon a Broken Heart, which, as you can see in this chart, there were several other events happening during the book that I read, and now I want to go back to the beginning and read Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I cannot wait. The 3rd book in the series that I just read is coming out in October. I know I won't have everything read by then, but still, it's exciting and I want to read more. I think YA fantasy might be one of my new things. I heard a lot about this one during the Historical Romance Readathon, Nobody's Duke by Scarlett Scott. They told me it is like, again, the magic. Sold! I'm hoping to have time to read this one in the month of September as well, but as you can see, I have a lot of books. Here are a few more that I'm hoping to get to, but we shall see. I also want to continue some series that I started way back in the spring, which feels like a long time ago now. I read The Rogue of Fifth Avenue, which was my very first Joanna Shupe. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to reading the 2nd book in the Uptown Girls series, The Prince of Broadway. I have long wanted to get into the Brown Sisters series. I've heard nothing but fabulous things, so I'm hoping in September to read book 1 of the series, Get a Life, Chloe Brown. As you can see, I have all 3 that I got from different used book sales and library sales, so I am excited to own all 3, and it's about time that I read one of them. I've been trying to try new things wherever I can, and one thing I haven't really read yet are plus-size heroines. So Olivia Dade, who I know writes fantastic contemporary romance featuring plus-size heroines, I am so there, and I want to start her first series, or something about Marysburg. Book 1, Teach Me, and I just can't wait to be taught how much I love this author, hopefully. I've heard great things. You may have noticed I have not mentioned alien romance. It's because I don't like alien romance anymore. Just kidding. Still love alien romance. In fact, I'm going to be reading the next book in the Ice Home series, which according to this crazy flowchart is the next book that I'm supposed to be reading, which is called Angie's Gladiator. It's book 5 of the Ice Home series. Well, that's it for me. I think I counted it's about 500 books. Is that right? How much I'm going to be reading in September? We'll see how many I get to. What are you looking forward to reading in September? I can't wait to hear all about it. If you've read any of these, by the way, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I always love to hear them. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying whatever it is you're reading, regardless of what month it is. Until next time, thanks so much. Take care. Bye.